Right, so here I have the Creative Sound Blaster X-Fi Go Pro, which is a USB sound card, and the advantage of having USB is that you can plug it into any device, because pretty much every device has a USB socket. So I'll go ahead and unbox it. I've already opened it because there isn't really much to show, but anyway. Basically, we've just got instruction book, some batteries directed, not a clue. We've got a installation CD and the USB extender cable. Right, so on this product itself, pop it out. Looks just like a USB memory stick. It's about the size of a USB memory stick, maybe a little bit bigger. And you've also got the hang on, that's the power LED, so it shows when it's working. And on the side here you've got a switch to switch between headphones and speakers, which I believe is just some sort of mode, because I also have a other Creative sound card and you can switch between speaker mode or headphone mode. And going to the bottom you have the microphone jack and the headphone or speaker jack. So a nice advantage of using this included extender cable is that it doesn't obscure the USB port, because this is quite a large device, and if you plug it directly into the back it probably means that you won't be able to use the USB port next to it. But if you use this extender cable it means you've got that free USB port, which is quite a nice thing really. Nice that they included that. Right, so here I have it installed on my computer. See the little blue light means it's on. And what I've done is I've used a long USB extender cable so that it is now on my desk right in front of my mouse, which means that I can easily switch between speakers and headphones, because obviously there's only one input, so I obviously have to unplug headphones, plug speakers in, or whatever if I want to use them. But it's also because, if you can see, like I mentioned, there's the headphone and speaker switch on there, and you obviously need to switch between them because it doesn't sound right if you use the headphone switch when you've got speakers, it doesn't sound right, so you obviously need to be able to switch between that. Right, so in terms of software we've got this Creative control panel, and if you switch between the headphone and speaker mode, you can see at the top when I turn the switch it changes. And a nice thing is you can create your own profile for each of these, so as you can see the volume changes, so I can set a certain volume for each mode, but I can also set all the other settings for each mode as well. So if I go into, there's EAX effects, which allows you to put different effects to the sound, which if you want, it's a bit pointless, but you know. But there's also these THX effects like surround sound, which it works really well with headphones, and the crystallizer, which does improve the sound quality of certain sound files, mainly MP3s, but higher quality sound files do tend to sound a little bit worse. There's also these other settings which I don't really use them, but if you really want to know about them, just look at the website and you can see. And there's also the graphic equalizer, which you can set as well, which you can also use the presets, and you can also manually adjust it, which is a really nice feature. All these features you usually don't get with onboard sound, so this is, you know, quite a good advantage if you use all these things. But you know, if you use all these things to have a, you know, an external sound card. And there's also the voice effects, so you can make yourself sound like an orc or an alien brute. That'd be quite good. It's a bit pointless, but you know, good fun that. You can also enable microphone sound effects as well. And finally, that's it really in terms of software. So in terms of sound quality from the device, it's a nice step up from onboard audio. Also depends what motherboard you have, but I have a fairly mid-range motherboard and the audio was okay, but you know, I wanted something a bit better really. But it's a noticeable step up from the onboard audio, like I said. And the addition of these effects, like I said, like surround sound, you know, it really does work really well, especially with headphones, and the crystallizer is quite nice. And the only disadvantage to this device, I think, is the fact that it's only 2.0 sound, 2.1 sound, whereas if you buy something like this Creative X-Fi sound card like this, it's full 5.1. Well, this is 5.1, but the new one is 7.1. So unless you're running surround sound, then there's really no need to buy one of these expensive sound cards. This one here is actually broken, so you know, this is why I swapped to this new one. But this is a 70 quid sound card, which I bought 3 or 4 years ago, probably longer than that, but I honestly couldn't notice a difference in sound quality between this sound card and this sound card. And considering that this costs £70 and that costs £30, you know, it's not too bad really. The only difference is that this is surround sound and that isn't. But like I said, the included surround sound feature does actually work really well. So thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, just post them in the box below.